Hello and welcome to Rogue Tower, a tower defense game with roguelike mechanics that to set it apart from the other games in the genre. You play as the big black tower, defending yourself from a goblin onslaught from 1, 2, 3 and 4 directions depending on the difficulty you choose. Enemies come with health, armor and shields you have to whittle down before they get to your tower. Luckily you have access to a wide variety of towers to help you achieve your goal, beating every boss and surviving round 45. The catch is, however, that you only start with one tower, the ballista. The rest you have to unlock between rounds during the game and with legacy XP between runs. As you can see here, I have already played the game a bit, but if there's interest for it, I will reset my progress and play a series of the game where we start from scratch. I will deem the interest sufficient if this video gets a combined 100 likes, comments and subscriptions, so if you want to see that, you know what to do. Anyways, let's get into the game. Okay, so we start here with this tower and 4 huts. These huts, they provide money if they are defended by adjacent ballistas, so I am going to place ballistas next to it, next to them, so we can generate money all over the game. You can also, if you hold shift, you don't have to click the button every time, which is pretty nice. And since we are already doing this, I'm going to expand and let the goblins attack us. Now, first wave is just a single goblin, and now we get access to choose from which of these upgrades we want. I want to have access to something to deal with armor, so I'm going to choose flamethrowers, as they are excellent at destroying armor. So I'm doing this. Also, there's the thing that you can place on top of hills. I will talk about that later, but let's continue and expand here and let more goblins come to us. So, now we have to pick something more. I'm going to pick heavy shafts to make the ballistas better. And yeah. Placing stuff on top of high altitudes cause the towers to be better. So this ballista does 10 base damage, 11 to health, 7 to armor, and 6 to shields. But a ballista on top here does a base damage of 13 with a health multiplier of 11, armor multiplier of 7, and shield multiplier of 6. So it basically does additional damage based on where you play it, which comes in handy when you are targeting heavier opponents later. So let's continue. Here's a higher HP dude, and he is encouraging his teammates to run faster by talking. But luckily we have enough towers around our main tower here that we should not be afraid. So flamethrowers, they use mana, so we need something to gain mana, and mana siphons is one way to do that. Mana siphons, you build them next to the blue cubes and they will produce mana for us for the flamethrower to use. Now the enemies that have armor, you usually have to whittle down the armor before the health, but yeah, we're not yet there that we have to pay too much attention to that. So, well, another thing is that the towers are passively upgrading themselves based on what kind of damage type they do. So that's also something to be aware of. Now, I'm going to choose banditry. That makes enemies drop more gold on death. However, it's a double-edged sword, as they will also deal more damage to us. So I'm just going to hope that we aren't going to be hit at all. Now, I'm looking for a nice place to have a choke point to set up lots of damaging towers. So I'm just going to expand here, and yes, here we have it. A place where plenty of goblins will get to at the same time. All goblin we have a split path, which means that goblins will come from here, here, and here, which means that every tower we are placing beyond beyond behind here will only hit a third of all the goblins, which means that we want to concentrate our power down here. I'm going to take banditry again, and as you also saw, there are some goblins there with armor, so we have to, and they are coming through, so we have to start producing towers that can damage armor. So I'm going to tell this tower to prioritize the enemies nearby with the most armor, and we have to choose which places here we have to expand. I'm going to choose over here, since then we can damage the goblins also while they're getting up, in addition to while they're getting down. So let's jump here, and the flamethrower is targeting the armor of these goblins. That is pretty great. And the ballistas over here are going to do some cleanup. Now, the flamethrowers are also producing damage over time effects, so they are limited to how much damage over time they can produce each, but you can also upgrade that with the upgrades between rounds. So I'm taking Kill Them With Fire, and let's continue to upgrade. We could, of course, have chosen to build another flamethrower over here. I think we can afford to that. There's something to be said about the mana we are consuming, but I don't mind. I am going to copy the settings on this one and paste it over on this for too easy to do it. Let's see. We also want to soon get something to damage shields, but I don't like the monument. So let's instead just make our ballistas better to damage health, and let's expand further down here. Maybe we can get another mana, a mana siphon over here. And our towers are dealing with these goblins just fine. We are regenerating some health because of the upgrades I have chosen between games. And yeah, let's we have a pretty long stretch over here, which can be pretty fun to do the cannon. So I'm going to do a cannon, and let's place it over here, and we want to target the enemy that has progressed the most, which means that the cannon will almost always shoot down here when there are goblins there, and then we'll also hit tons of other goblins in a line. So let's go down here so we can have the additional mana siphon over here, and ooh, okay, we didn't get it, but we did get a fortress, which has pretty tall places to place our towers, which is nice. Okay, I didn't get to pay attention to whether or not the cannon worked as intended, but we can check that next time, if things are even getting far enough to get down here. Yes, let's see. Let's do some more heavy shafts, I think, to increase damage done to armor from the ballistas. And now let's increase the road from over here. And yeah, also the cannon is pretty efficient at damaging the goblins that come from over here. And let's see. Yeah, targeting everything in the line there. Pretty nice. Also, the cannon does a lot of damage, but it fires pretty slow. So it is better than a ballista. However, the ballistas are more accurate. So yeah, it's a throw-off. Let's see. Cannons do more damage to health, more flamethrower damage to armor. We need something to deal with shields. I'm going to take the poison sprayer. Poison sprayers also cost mana, so we have to be not placing too many of them before we can expand our mana production. We have been not too lucky with our mana production rolls, but here is some, so let's take those. And let's also take the adjacencies to this house, so it can produce us gold. And yeah, they will also do some damage to the goblins passing by. So it's nice. Let's see, I also really like the frost towers. I'm going to take those. And they also cost some mana, but they will keep the enemies around here, where we are trying to do the initial damage on them. So yeah, let's do that. Placing that tower. We won't. I don't think it matters which one we target, but let's expand some more. So now we are trying to whittle them down such that the groups arrive at the death center at different times, so that the towers have plenty of time to address the enemies of each group. Also, you see, now we have been starting to get battering rams. These battering rams do produce additional goblins when they die. So a lot of enemies does that spawn different enemies when they die, and so yeah, you might also want to have an additional layer of things behind the initial layer, just to be able to deal with everything. So which upgrades do we pick? I think we can afford to pick better poisoners, so let's do this. And now let's expand over here, maybe. Buying enough time. Next time we will expand over here, and yeah, there's something to be said to put up some towers over here that can also damage stuff when they get over here. But yeah, I'm not too sure which of towers there should be. Maybe a cannon. Cannon is 6. Maybe a ballista. A ballista could, yeah, a ballista. A ballista here would both gain damage health XP and be able to target enemies over here. So that's a great thing. Let's see, mana banks. They are nice. They give us more mana at the cost of gold. So let's see. We took one over there, and let's also take one over here. They would barely help with attacking enemies over here, but they will also gain XP. So I think that's a valuable investment. We can probably also do it with some ballistas over here and over here. Yeah, those are great. Let's also copy most health to give them the health attributes, and increase here. Get some more manas. Of course, we do have plenty of gold. Maybe we should be spending that gold to upgrade some stuff. I'm going to upgrade these guys to be better at destroying armor, just because it's nice to have high damage towers. And I'm going to upgrade this guy to do better damage to shields, so we are prepared when that kind of time comes. And yeah, the early waves aren't too difficult, but they will become difficult after a while. Let's choose additional damage to armor or additional damage to health. I think I like the additional damage to health, so let's take that. And now we can maybe expand over here. And we get another split. That means that now only a fourth of the goblins will come here, a fourth of the goblins will come from here, and half the goblins will come from over here, or 2/4. But we are in perfectly good shape to take care of this. There has been very few houses and quite a few mana siphons on this map. The map is randomly generated every time. Also, I believe the different waves beyond wave 15 come in different orders, dependent on randomized things. And here we also see the first boss. Now, this boss isn't too difficult, but he has a lot of health, and if he gets to your tower, you instantly lose. You can recognize the bosses as they have a name. Bosses also drop additional upgrades when they die. Boop. And yeah, they also like mangoes for some reason. Let's see, I'm going to take in additional percentage of poison damage because I think that's nice. Also, I really like the particle cannon, but I probably will be able to get that later. Ooh, or do we want? I think we want burning damage on the ballistas. They're pretty nice. So we also get additional upgrades from defeating the boss. And I'm going to take. Do we have many trees? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees. This give trees a fair chance of dropping additional upgrade cards. But I'd rather just have an upgrade right now. So I'm going to upgrade the frostbite. Another bonus, nice. I'm going to take additional health damage to ballistas. And let's increase the time between game start and these guys are reaching us. And we get some tombstones. We can use these tombstones to tax the dead. I'm going to spend mana to gain gold, which we then can use gold to gain more mana and have a pretty neat cycle of life. Now, here are some enemies with shield, and we, as you can see, our ballistas are pretty inefficient at dealing with them, so we have to either accept losing some health or place some more shield destroying towers. I'm going to place some more shield towers and increase poison enemies take an extra shield damage from all attacks. That's pretty nice. And let's just make sure that the towers have every chance they have to do the damage they are supposed to do. And let's expand some more. More manas to siphon. And yeah, another boss, but I think this boss is almost already dealt with, which is important since they were pretty close to the end. So one thing I haven't addressed is that I've been gaining quite a few upgrades because there is one of the upgrades you can buy between games that allows you to get upgrades between every turn rather than only to choose one upgrade every third turn. And yeah, getting an upgrade every turn makes the game much easier. So that's something I'm going to have to work around if I have to reset my progress. Now, let's do the particle cannon, as it's a pretty good tower to help deal with the high health monsters, such as bosses. So I'm just going to put it here, and hopefully it will also deal with the high shield enemies. And let's I think let's go expand over here. We get even a larger part of the opponents to come pretty early, so we might need to increase our tower presence over here. Now I'm placing them there to make them passively increase their damage, since they can farm XP on these guys and also help damage the guys that get past our kill zone over here. Let's see what we do. I think we do more banditry, so we can get more gold, so we can use the upgrade of towers, so we can help prevent them ever reaching our towers. Let's expand over here, I think. Ooh, and we get some more houses. Let's place ballistas next to these houses. And yeah, we can't afford to place all of them just now, but now and now. There's of course something to be said about not spending tons of money placing towers just about nowhere, just because we are getting some gold back over time. But I like protecting the houses. Okay, let's see. I think we rather want to have more mana before we suddenly realize we need it, so I'm going to do that. And let's see what these free upgrades are. Poisoning enemies also slows them. Yes, please. Slowing enemies is always really good. And let's increase the time for these guys to get around. Oh, what is this? That's so many houses that we can't place stuff next to. But here is a double placement, which means that this tower will protect 2 houses in one, which is pretty neat. And let's also protect that house. And are these on the same level? They are. I think this house can also be protected, but not this house. Anyway, are we having enough towers over here? So these guys are teleporting, and they are regenerating or something, I believe. So yeah, I think we are decently protected over here, but we could place some more ballistas. Placing them now will make sure that they gain more XP over time. And let's see, crit chance on ballistas, double range, but ooh, I like this. Double the range bonus elevation gives to all ballistas. That's pretty nice. That means that the ballistas placed over here now have much larger reach. Ooh, does that mean placing a ballista over here also help? Let's find out maybe. Let's find out maybe another time. And let's expand over here, so we can build ballistas over there and over there soon. And yeah, now we have a larger portion of the enemies coming from here. We can place a poison sprayer and let it target shields. That should be cool. We could of course also play some high-ranking towers over here to deal with stuff. Ooh, this guy might be do progress. Oh, it died while I was panicking. I think this guy should target progress anyway, just because it's nice to know that something is always shooting at the enemy closest to hitting us. Yeah, let's also put up some flamethrowers to target armor, and some poison sprayers to target shields once we are getting there. Boom. And let's take some more poisoned enemies, take extra stuff, crits or extra shield attack. I think we do extra shield attack, and like that. And let's expand more over here. Do we want to play some more frost towers? Yeah, I think so. They're nice. Sorry about that. I love a good kill zone in tower defense games. So many bright colors. And yeah, this cannon is pretty good. I should probably upgrade its health blasting potential. Also, upgrading the stuff there, both upgrade with the multiplier and the base damage, so upgrading health damage also upgrades the other kind of damage it does. And let's see, all ballistas deal 25 per damage. That's pretty good. It's an increase over what we already have, but I like it. Burning prevents healing, so it's a good upgrade to have. And let's see, let's increase enemies from here, I think. Now, we are encountering some mana issues, I might believe. So that might mean that we should be placing down some mana banks. I'm gonna place the mana banks over here since they aren't. This space isn't used for anything useful anyway. Mana banks increase our max capacity and increase our mana production based on our max capacity, I believe. Or they are just increasing our mana capacity, and the sorcery is increasing our mana generation based on our capacity. Ooh, we have gotten a free upgrade. Let's take it. Frost towers gain bleed damage. That's pretty cool, I guess. And yeah, let's increase your damage then, since you also do bleed. And upgrade. Let's upgrade. Let's do lifesteal. Every enemy is killed regenerates 1% max mana. That sounds pretty awesome. That should be plenty of mana per second. And go here. Ooh, that's tons of extra protection money towers. Let's place at least one there, since it's double. It is a shame it can't reach the things that get damaged here and then teleport over here. But yeah, let's see. We are doing more ballistas over here since they gain protection money, and let's see. Triple range bonus from ballistas. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, no, ballistas can pretty much help out a lot. And yeah, let's go further over here. Since you're placing ballistas over here, they can gain better coverage from the houses. This one is also a double one. And ooh, Hera class. Ooh, come on, kill it. Yeah. Oh, they are getting pretty close. Let's place another tower. We got there. And let's see. Ooh, nice. The flamethrower can also gain experience by damaging people over here. That's nice. And let's open this one. Better mana banks. Yeah. Or let's make ballistas also deal bleed damage. Make them all around stuffs. Oh, we are 25. That means we have the second main boss, the Soul Shepherd Oogie. All of the bosses are called Oogies. I'm going to upgrade the particle cannon, as they do great damage to bosses, especially shield damage. And yeah, this I don't think this boss is long for the world, and neither are the minions he spawns. Whoop. So, do we take increased? No, we are going to take more longest quadruple range elevation bonus. Nice. And let's take the golden forest, as we are having some trees, and now we are getting into the part where we are maybe considering chopping them down. And let's see. Let's increase killing them with fire so they can do more burn damage per second. So chopping trees. Yields money and has the chance to drop cards based on your round. So I'm going to wait until we have one additional cards that increase their chance better, and then we're going to start chopping our trees. So let's increase the path for these guys, and yeah, keep them coming. Oh, here's some mana we haven't produced yet. Nice to see that. Getting more manas. Mana is great. We need to place some more ballistas down over here, I think. And there. I'm not too sure about this guy, since he's he'll be too far. Now, ooh, no. How did you guys get over here? Can you be dealt with easily enough? Woo. Okay, we did it. Let's target shield. So, do we take upgrade to existing towers, or are we going to take the obelisk or the golden forest? I think we take the golden forest so we can start chopping trees and get even more upgrades. So now we have a 52% chance to gain upgrades. And yeah, here we have an upgrade. Let's take enchanted bolts, I guess. Make the ballistas better. And do we have any more trees? Tree. Here's another upgrade. I don't like the mortars. I kind of like the radar towers, but let's upgrade the flamethrowers we already have. And here's a tree upgrade. Increase range to particle cannon. Yeah, let's increase damage of our ballistas. Make our ballistas into pretty good ballistas. And I believe that's all the trees. So we wasted 2 upgrades and we got 3 back. Yeah, it's fine. Ooh. Here's a bonus boss. It's probably harder to deal with than the others, so let's increase the shield damage these guys are doing. Hopefully they can deal with him. Oh, that's not good enough. Can you do better? No! Good. Okay, he was out of shields. Come on! Oof. That was too close for comfort. Maybe I should change this guy to target progress rather than with shield, as then he will always attack people, prioritize to attack people here if there are people there. Anyway, let's see. Let's increase bleeding and burning and poison damage. And ooh, even better. Let's increase the rate of what people burn. Nice. And we don't have anything much else to do, so we could of course upgrade these guys. Maybe upgrading. Let's see. We want to. I think we want to place some more ballistas, as they are one of the best towers we have, so they can have a large range and just gain XP by killing stuff. Let's increase the range for these guys. Ooh, here's a pretty awesome ballista placement. I'm going to do it. Look at that! That's a sniper tower if I ever seen one. Insane range. Anyway, let's do the mana siphon over here, so we can gain more mana to spend on flamethrowers and poison sprayers. And cannon, come on. I think we need. Maybe we want another cannon to shoot upwards here. And that can be based on armor. Let's see. We also want burning enemies to take extra armor damage from all attacks. Yeah, that sounds pretty neat. And let's expand over here. More mana. Oh, and here's another boss. Can we deal with him efficiently? It seems maybe so. No, not so tough anymore, are you? Oop. Are we doing good enough? Let's see. I think we maybe want even more ballistas over here. These ballistas can get the experience from over here. Yes, nice. And yeah, just target progress. Ballista. We have really good range on ballistas, and we have pretty really good upgrades to the ballistas. So I'm pretty happy to just place them everywhere. So, do we do a saw blade? I don't think so. We don't need them, but we want more damaged shields from our main shield damagers. And yeah, let's ooh, we can expand here, and then we can close this place off. That's it doesn't really have any gameplay impact, but I like to see the portal that they can come out of. I'm so fascinated by tower defense games. Let's see, place some more ballistas, I think, and yeah, placing them one elevation over here also just really helps, since we have so many upgrades to them. All ballistas deal more damage. Yes, please. We want better ballistas. And place them. Yeah, we can't afford to do it just now, but let's place our first portal. And here we have it. This is also probably going to be a portal, since we are going to have it closed off. Now, more ballistas, and more ballistas when we can afford. Woo, this is slightly bad. We are getting too close to comfort over here, so maybe I should instruct some of these ballistas to be really good at damaging shields. We have some HP to work with, but remember we have taken plenty of upgrades that cause our enemies to damage our tower more than they normally do. We could also maybe take an obelisk. Yeah, I mean, they are pretty cool towers. They are expensive, but they are really cool. Let's see, we can place one maybe here. Is that good enough? Yeah. And this one will now generate XP when stuff pass by over here. And yeah, I'm going to tell it to target specific progress. What the obelisk does is it spends a lot of mana firing tons of stuff per second, and they will just deal so many attacks at the same time. So now we are in the need of more mana banks, so we can generate more mana, so we can afford to keep up this guy. He's so expensive. Oof. But he's also upgrading himself a little bit, and it's also spend some money to upgrade him. Oh, he's now spending so much mana, but that's okay. Let's see. All mana banks store an additional 15 maximum mana. That will also translate to additional mana per second, since that's based on our max mana. So yeah, I want that upgrade. And let's make a second portal over here. Ooh, another elevation increase thingy. So we place our tower there. It does more damage and have a longer range, and it's pretty nice. Let's see. These houses are now getting to the part where placing a towers there costs too much compared to what we're getting back from it, so I'm not going to do it. I rather want to spend our money to help kill stuff that reaches our base. Ooh, no, deal with this guy. Are we losing? We are losing. We are losing. Losing so much. Ah well, that was that. Suddenly we are dying. This has been Rogue Tower. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please consider liking, commenting or subscribing. If you want to see me do a series, I will reset if I get 100 comments, likes and subscriptions in total. And yeah, this has been Harbinger, and Harbinger is signing out.